Going on to you Pisces out here. So you Pisces have the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I'm using the Mermaid Tarot deck today. But so for you Pisces, right? A lot of you are not ashamed of being yourselves. I see that you're not allowing other people's sorrow and whatever emotional problems they've got going on to make you feel bad about the disposition that you're in, right? Four of Cups, these other people, they've got something wrong with them. The Page of Pentacles, right? And then you have the Two of Pentacles. It's frustrating that you Pisces are the ones that got to give people a chance, and you come to find out that they're trash. Not because I'm saying that, but because they have something about them, or a couple of things about them, that make them not really equipped to handling their business. And so because of that, this being a situation for you where you don't feel bad about this, and you shouldn't have to. You know, you gotta basically lower yourself to get other people to feel comfortable around you because they're dysfunctional. And you Pisces aren't going for it. That's why you don't feel a sliver, even a little bit of guilt, because you don't really care about that. Whatever kind of personal issues they have, that's their problem. And then you have the King of Wands and the Star card. So this is about how you Pisces, you're getting the things that you want. You're going after the things that you legitimately want. You're living your life up to the fullest. You're not worried about people who, they have emotional problems, right? They really have friends, but the friends are really, in all seriousness, they're really like self-help groups, because that's how lame these people are. That's how low level these people are. Let's tell the truth. They're like self-help groups. No, you Pisces don't need a self-help group to feel good about yourselves, to be good about yourselves, right? King of Wands, the Star card. Y'all are pretty much handling y'all business. Y'all are doing what it is that y'all need to do. You're going after what you need to do, and you're trying to make sure that you're on point as best as you possibly can. And you see the change because your whole priorities has changed about what you want and about who, excuse me, about what you want and about who you are. You want to see that. You want to see the change. And you are seeing it. And so that's that's exhilarating. When you actually want to go after something and then you really start to see results from it for real. And then you're like, oh, this is actually working. Oh, okay. And then you keep doing it and you can see that the results are magnifying. That's amazing. That is 100% amazing right there, because what's happening here with that is that's what it is that you want to see. Not everybody was able to do what it is that you Pisces are able to do. It's working for you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work for every single body in the world. It is what it is, right? And so the Fool card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles, yet again, you don't need to feel bad about this whatsoever. If a person wants to be lame about this type of stuff, that's them being lame. That's not you. You shouldn't be worried about feeling guilty about anything. You Pisces should be moving forward regardless of how they feel. As long as you are not disrespectful and doing too much, you're good. The Fool card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, once again, y'all may have little ones, right? Y'all may have a family and all of that, right? Regardless of the who to what, you Pisces are focusing on what you have to do. However, regardless of if you have little ones, you don't have little ones, single, in a relationship, whatever it is that you're doing, you Pisces are making sure that your situation is good for you. A lot of you are handling y'all business the way that y'all need to, and you Pisces actually feel proud of that, because a year and a half ago, in 2023, or 2 years ago, basically, in 2023, right, your life needed some changes because you had a lot of people playing in your face. You had a lot of circumstances that weren't necessarily going the way that you Pisces would have liked for them to go. And so the Devil card and the Five of Cups right here speaks to how a lot of you also, you felt caged in, you felt boxed in, right? And you just don't ever want to, this is New York, but you don't ever want to feel that way again. And truth be told, Pisces, you shouldn't have to feel that way again, because you Pisces did what was necessary in order for you to actually get the change that you Pisces legitimately wanted. You knew that you had to let go of some people. You knew that you had to change certain behaviors. And so that's exactly what it is that you Pisces did. And you're seeing the results that you wanted to see. The results that you get are beneficial to you. You like the results that you're getting. So let's clarify the Five of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Wow, I didn't expect that card. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Queen of Wands. Well, no. Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands. You just now trying to keep your head on the straight and narrow and not make mistakes that will set you back too much. You want to make mistakes, but mistakes that will get you to learn, but where you can still be in a very good position. Not where you make bad mistakes that end up costing you heavily, right? And so that's what you're focused on. And the thing is that the Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups here speaks to how, yeah, you have exes coming back and trying to reach back out. You can always feel free to contact me for a personal reading if you do and you need help with that. The link to that is in the comment section below. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is that headache coming back. And so they misinterpret what you Pisces got going on, because you're not at all thinking about what they've got going on. You're thinking about what you Pisces got going on. And again, more money, more problems. You want to make sure that you make good decisions that will help you along the way, continue to make good decisions, okay? And then make better decisions with that. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Uh-oh. So this card's really peeling. Yeah, some of these cards are really peeling now. Yeah. These cards is getting old. It is what it is. To clarify the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant, the Hermit, Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and then you Pisces also have the Six of Swords, right? So the Seven of Pentacles represents all the hard work and the stuff like this that you actually put in, that you are seeing the results of. The Hierophant and the Hermit represents you Pisces feel like this is not a time for you to be in a relationship. This is not a time for you to be in one of those. And if granted, you can still be in a relationship and still make things work and still do what you're doing now. A lot of financial abundance is coming to you, right? And a lot of you are probably, working out and getting your health together, right? Physical health together. But I'm letting you know right now that you can still be in a good relationship. However, again, make sure that it is a good option for you. Stop going into these relationships where it's like you know what I'm saying? Like the person has so much working against them. And then it's like you're just expected to, okay, I'll take the loss. Stop doing that. You feel me? That's what's jamming a lot of y'all up. Because the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Swords here, again, the Five of Cups represents because you will be the one you will be the one that end up regretting it, right? And so the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords right here speaks to how you Pisces, once again, y'all are in a position where for you, the Ten of Swords speaks to how you Pisces ultimately, right, you will not like the outcome of it if you just go into relationships. If you want to enter into a relationship, let me make myself clear. That's fine if you do that. But make sure that the relationship that you enter into, it's not something where it's kind of blatantly obvious that you're going to lose, right? The person is talking to you and then they saying that they $200,000 in a financial hole. They got these substance problems. They've taken money from other people's wallets and accounts in order to subsidize their substance problems, right? Like you don't want to hear this and then be like, oh, I'm going to give them a chance. Nah, you got to go into relationships with good options. That way you stop losing, you feel me? Or generally speaking, you greatly, significantly cut back on the chances of you losing, because that'd be some of the worst stuff in the world when you end up with someone whom you see all these issues all over the place. I mean, they're practically covered in red paint, letting you know, do not look at these people, right? Like, don't even look in these people's direction. And so now you put yourself in a particular situation where you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, you'll give them a chance because, who are you to judge a book by its cover, right? The person who is without sin cast the first stone. And I get it. I get the perspective, right? But at the same time, you kind of have to cast judgment because what are the chances? How many times have we heard people who are down bad like that actually making a significant turnaround? It happens. Shout outs to those people where it does happen. And they've truly in their heart and in their mind turned their circumstances around. Shout outs to those people. But the majority of the times, it's probably the majority of times they're not going to change. I'm going to just put it bluntly. I was thinking about how to say it. They're not going to change. And so you Pisces have so many things to lose. And that's a good problem and a bad one because you don't want to lose it. But then at the same time, you have something that you want that other people would like to have. But it's built for you. A lot of other people couldn't necessarily maintain it. So what I'm saying here for you, Pisces, is that you maintain this thing by understanding like, hey, handle your business, stay focused, and don't worry so much about getting with anybody. And if you do get with somebody or someone, You do like someone, make sure that these people are actually decent individuals where they good options. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Y'all just got to watch y'all back right now. You got a lot of people who are very hot for you. They want you quite a lot. And, if you say yes to anything, you end up regretting it later. So that's it. Peace.